Everybody stay calm. About to say something. Fuck. Okay, now that that's out of the way, YouTube won't put an ad on the front of my video. Anyways, Eric Clapton Strat. Woo-doo! If you are confused by the TBX tone control, and I can understand why, because there's a lot of different explanations online that it confuses me, and I know what the hell it does. I started second guessing what the hell I know about it. Anyways, I like it. I like nerdy, techie guitar shit. I like talking about stuff. If you want to hear some stuff about specs, I'm going to cover that first. You'll be okay. I promise. We'll get to the tones. Poopy outside, it's raining today. Got a little brain fog kicking from quitting dipping 3 months ago. Some days it hits me. But I kicked a habit. I think too many years in the military for depending on something, and that was it. Copenhagen was my buddy. So, anyways, 2019 Eric Clapton Strat. This is a brand new Strat. It was a customer return on GearTree on REVERB. I started watching it about 3 weeks ago. They had it listed for $16.49, which is a typical B-stock price for a brand new Eric Clapton Strat. They run $18.49 any day of the week. They had it as customer return, bought by accident. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just watched it. I was like, I'm able to drop the price down. A week later, they dropped the price down to $14.10. I'm like, whoa, shit, that's pretty good, man. Now, keep in mind, this has stickers on it and everything. Case candy. The case is over there. It's over the side over there. It's got everything with it. I'm like, maybe. Another week goes by, and I sort of forgot about it. Woke up in the middle of the night, and I went back, and I was like, shit, I wonder if that Eric Clapton Strat sold yet. It's on there. It's on there for 15% discount off the $14.10, which brought it down to $11.99 with free shipping. So my tax came to $12.80. Total cost came to $12.83 with tax, free shipping. If you think I was going to pass that up, you are crazy for a brand new Strat. The only issue I can find with this is, as you've probably already seen it, is that center seam, the finish is sunk into it. If I paid full price for the guitar, and me personally, I like whatever, but I can see if somebody's like, no, I don't think so, and send it back with the excuse of bought by accident. Who knows? Whatever, it doesn't matter. That's it. I do have to clean that pot. It is a little scratchy for whatever reason. Okay, anyways, 2-piece alder body, 1-piece maple neck. Fender vintage noiseless pickups. People give these pickups a lot of beef. We'll see about that here in a minute. Vintage 6-screw bridge. The tremolo is blocked with a piece of wood. I'm just giving some specs for nobody who's ever looked into buying one of these, maybe interested, whatever. Single ply pickguard, 8 screws, vintage tuners. String 3 with the raised ferrule on there. Okay. This is the active circuit. 9-volt battery is under the spring. The rear spring cover. What makes this different than any other normal Strat is the TBX tone control and the 25 dB boost. This system came out in the 80s. I think it was slightly different, and they've modified it since for Eric Clapton's signature guitar. I think they had it on the old Stratocaster Ultras, I think. But it's slightly different than the original version. But what it is, TBX tone control, this is a dual stack pot. You have a center D10 at 5, okay? That's supposed to represent no load. Now, my ears don't hear a no load, but these are darker sounding pickups. You look at these and say single coils, they should be bright and chimey. Yeah, I got it. That's probably why they get a little bit of beef. But these are stacked single coils. They're humbuckers. They are fatter sounding, period. So even with the D10, which is no load, which takes tone control out of the circuit, they still are a little bit fatter, not darker. They're just fatter. If you roll that down from 5 to 0, or 4.9 to 0, you have a normal tone control, replicating 10 down to 0. Just a little bit faster taper, of course. 0.022 cap is on that. Now, from 5 up to 10, or if you want to look at it from 10 down to 5, the second pot is a double stack pot, is a 1 meg. And if you've ever by chance, have put 500K pots on single coils, you'll know how much zippiness there is to it. I have an older video of a Warmoth Strat I bought with DiMarzio area pickups, which are very similar. They're stacked single coils, stacked little mini stack humbuckers. And they recommended using 500K, so I bought them, put them on there. And man, that was like some zippy shit. So I'll put a link in that video. You can hear what a 500K pot sounds like on a bright stacked humbucker, a single coil. And those are really bright ones. It's just too zippy. I ended up changing to 250 and they were good. But anyways, 10 down to 5 or 5.1 rolls that taper off. People get really confused over the TBX tone control. This does not boost anything from 5 to 0, it just lets more through. And there is a resistor on that pot too that shelves off some bass. You do have a very slight bump in bass. Well, I shouldn't say bump. More bass goes through, but it's very similar to what it is at no load. But your high-end frequencies are passed through with that 1 mega ohm potentiometer. So you do get increased size. But with these being fatter sounding, they get more single coil-esque. Okay? Jeez, that's the best way I can explain that. Now this one, TBX tone control on 0, it doesn't do anything. You roll it up from 0 to 10, you start increasing the mids, and the circuit is active, and it does boost the signal. So you not only do you get a boost in volume of output, you get an increase in mids, the way that circuit is, capacitors, whatever the hell is in there. Hope I explained that well. Anyways, today we're not going to compare this to my other black strats. I got a Jimmy Vaughn black strat over there, a warm-up black strat, a Sir black strat, and a 92 Fender black strat. That'll be for another video, see how these stack up in the vintage voicing kind of single coil shootout. But today, we're just going to go through this. Hopefully you stuck through this part. Let's get to why this thing's pretty badass, man. This is not a Stratocaster, I'll put it this way. Alright, let's just start do a quick run through of all the pickups. I'm going to keep the TBX tone control right at the detent, which is supposed to be no load, and the boost is off, and the volume will be on 10. So we'll start off the neck, and we'll just run on through real quick, just give you a quick little flavor of what's going on here. Neck, okay, neck middle. Middle position, which I like a lot. I don't like. A lot of people don't like a middle position. I do. Number 2 position, middle and bridge. And bridge. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the neck. Start again off on the number 5 position there, which is that detent, no load. Let's go ahead and just roll it tone down. This is your normal tone from 5 to 0 is your normal tone. Okay, so detent, so just roll down to about 4. We're not going to go through everything, but just so you can hear it. And let's just go roll it all the way off. We'll see how much bass is left over there. Back to 5, which is the detent. Let's go straight up to 10 on the TBX. So wide open, right? Back to 5. Now we got that out of the way. Anybody got any more questions about the TBX tone control? It's just letting more highs through. Okay? That's really the nutshell of it. And a little bit more bass is let through. Okay? A little bit. How does that differ in the in-betweens? Let's knock that out actually too. Okay, number 5, which is your no load section. And up to 10. My take on that, just for, to get somebody's real actual fucking feedback that doesn't get paid for anything and is not an 8-year-old video about this. On 10, clean, that sounds more single coil-esque how the high end on a real single coil would be. There is a little bit of I don't know, this is the word that I've always struggled to explain something like this. It sounds like a little bit of a processed sound, if that makes sense. It sounds processed on the high end. Not a bad thing, it's different. Might help roll the fucking volume up. Let's go back down to 5, so the last thing we'll cover on that TBX. TBX is subtle. Alright. Alright, what do we got today? We got the V40 on the right channel there. V30's on the left channel, both clean. The only thing I have on is a what is that? Room reverb on the RB500 going through the effects loops. There's no pedals on. Other than that, no compressor, no AUTOMATONE, just the buffered output on the ES8. So let's go with volume on 10. TBX tone control, I'm going to leave it 7. About 7. Get a little bit of extra presence on there. Boost is on 0. Okay. 10. This is neck position. Holy shit, right? That's straight humbucker territory. Go back to 0. Back to 10. Oh, the possibilities. Let's go to the bridge. Back to 0. Let's do some open little power chord kind of thing with bridge. Yeah, 0, bridge, same thing. TBX is on 7. Pretty stratty, typical sound, right? Bridge pickup, a little wiry, wide open. 0. And back to 10 for the boost. There you go. There's your boost, man. That alone right there sold me. Sold. And that's like a dry sound. Just to be able to go, hey, fucking wide open. I got a humbucker. I got some more ass possibilities are endless. So let's go ahead and get to one of my favorite tones on this thing, and that's the middle humbucker. Or excuse me, humbucker. Middle single coil. Boost wide open, and TBX probably about TBX on about 4. Okay, let's get it. All right, middle pickup, boost on 0, TBX on 4. Don't let the middle pickup something wrong. Anyways, wide open on that sucker. That sounds neat. Bridge. That mid boost gives such a vocal quality. Back and track on that thing. Yeah, there's definitely no full run through this guitar, but this one just makes some noise today, basically. Anyways. Let's be real. If you're expecting to get normal Strat tones, out of a Clapton Strat, you're not. You get close. But you get more of different stuff than anything else, and that's what makes it different. If you want a black Strat, go buy a Mexican black Strat that just has single coil pickups. If you want something that's fucking different, it's got some ass behind it, and I only covered like 1% of what it can do. Clap Strats for you, though.